good, what's good, y'all? This is Drew from Up Top, and this is a video on how to properly identify and execute a bull flag breakout. We had a textbook bull flag on SPY on Friday with multiple confirmations. So it was a very textbook, damn near perfect play. So I wanted to break it down so you guys can find these bull flags and play them in the future and make some money. All right, so let's jump right in. So all these candles right here are Friday, right? So going into Friday, this is what we've seen, right? This is how SPY was looking. It was in a nice downtrend. It was making lower highs, rejecting this resistance trend line. We can see we got 1, 2, 3 rejects, right? So Friday morning, I told the chat we were going to take 410 breakout or rejects, right? And it was all going to be based off of the data and the sentiment of the market, right? So Friday morning before open, we had jobs data and unemployment data from last month, right? So every first Friday of the new month, that data comes out for the previous month. And it usually has significant effects on the market depending on if it comes back higher than expected or lower than expected. Friday, it came back better than expected, right? So it was very bullish for the market. Also, Thursday after close, Apple had earnings and that came back better than expected as well. So fundamentally, we just had overall bullish sentiment on the market. So we knew that we could take some breakouts or some bounces or some nice pullbacks if the market was gonna hold, right? So I told the chat we was gonna take calls over 410, right? 410 is this white dotted line here, right? And this is how, this looked before the market opened. Don't pay attention to this candles over here yet. So 410, the reason why I had this level, because 410 is a psychological level. And also we can see we got some nice move off of 410. We got a nice reject here post-market on this day. Nice breakout and reclaim here. And then some nice bounces off of 410 here. Not quite 410 exactly, but right above 410, which is still a solid level, right? You can see the significant move that we got to the upside every time we did, break or reject this level, right? So more importantly, we knew that if we would have got a breakout over this 410 and resistance trendline area, that we would probably get a nice little run, right? Because if we looking at the chart going back, we don't really have no real resistance over 410 until this area right here, right? So let's go ahead and draw a rectangle. Boom, at the top of here. Boom. We can drag it across because we got some aggressive selling over here. We can really call this like a supply zone. You can see nice aggressive sell-off here, aggressive sell-off here. And this is actually where we came up to, right? But what I really want to point out is the bull flag, right? So the chat, we caught the initial move, we caught the breakout here. And then I had to leave the computer, so I didn't catch the bull flag. But when I came back to my computer and seeing how textbook, how beautiful the play, I was like, man, I gotta do it. I gotta bring some value on this one. So boom, yeah, looking at SPY, right? We had a very strong open. We can see the nice above average volume here. Very strong volume to the upside, right? We got a nice breakout over 410, reclaiming we held, right? So this was the initial move on SPY, right? So now if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that after the initial move, we had a nice consolidation period here, right? So boom, we're making lower highs and lower lows here, right? Nice bull flag pattern here. What is a bull flag? A bull flag is a consolidation pullback after a strong initial push up, right? So you see we got the strong initial push up here, and we have the nice consolidation pullback here. And how can you spot these, right? So like I said, you want to see this nice strong push up. You want to see a nice consolidation pullback, right? And then preferably you would like to see these off of a key level, right? So here we have the 410 level, which was support. We have this resistance trend line, which is a very strong trend line. And then we also had the VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price, right? Just basically the price smoothed out into one line based off of value. This is very clean. We had a nice pullback to this 3 confluent support area, right? We got the 410, we got the resistance turn support retest, and then we have VWAP. And you can see here, if we zoom in a little bit more, we got a nice strong hammer, bullish engulfing candle here with rising volume, right? So we have all the confirmations here that we need. So how would we play this bull flag, right? We would take on a breakout of this bull flag, right? Of the breakout of this resistance of the bull flag, which is here, with rising volume. I always want to see rising value. You would enter in calls here, right? So I would enter it in calls here, and then my targets would be, first target would be the high of the flag, which is here. Boom. Second target would be the resistance that we mapped out from earlier, this resistance supply zone up here, right? That would be the second target, or any other resistance slash supports, old supports that y'all have from before. But here it was very clear that we have resistance around this 413, 414 area, right? And then another cool trick is defining target on the bull flags. You can take the initial move, right? So we take the low of the day up to the top of the flag, and we take that and you apply it to the breakout level, right? Boom. So we broke out right here. Boom. And we can see this came all the way, this comes up to 413.96 area. The high of the breakout got up to 413.72. So this is damn near perfect, right? You can see the measure move, it almost did exactly what is anticipated to do. So that was very clean, right? So we would have entered in calls here. We would have had, we always got to have a stop loss when we get into trades, right? So we would have got in here. Our stop loss would have been right under 410, just in case we pull back. It tried to, I got the wrong tool up. My apologies. So we would have entered here. Stop loss would have been right under 410. So let's say 4499, boom. And then our target would have been at the top of this supply range. That would have been our target, right? So we got a cool 2.49 risk to reward here. It's a very, very, very good odds here, right? So as you can see, boom, we would have got in here, and this trade never went negative. We would have took profits. You would have took some profits here at the high of the day and left some runners, or you could have held, until the second target. And then we ended up making a nice $2-3 move, right? So depending on how heavy you're going on contracts here, this is a very, very good move, especially on some 0 DTEs. This returned over 100% easily, because this is a straight move up. It had no pullback. It had no drawdown. What makes this trade high probability as it was, right? So I'm gonna go over confirmations, right? Because preferably, I would like to have 3 or 4 confirmations in my favor to take a trade, right? But here we had so many, and I'm gonna go over those right now, right? So first of all, bullish news going into Friday, right? So Friday morning before open, we had the job data and unemployment rate data for last month, right? So every first Friday of the month, the previous month's jobs data comes out, and whether it's higher than expected or lower than expected, it significantly affects the market, especially spot. So those, just happen to come back both bullish. Also, Apple had earnings Thursday after close, right? So, and they beat earnings, and it was better than expected, right? So we had those fundamental catalysts that was gonna push the market, right? So we knew that we could take, breakouts or bounces or pullbacks if we were to get them on SPY on Friday, because the market was overall bullish on the fundamental news. Right now, on the technical side, the confirmations we have the key level break of this 410, right? We have the break and then the retest of that. We have the resistance break and the retest of that. And then we have the VWAP reclaim here, right? With the nice bullish engulfing, nice strong hammer candle here. That shows you buyers are present here with rising volume down here, right? So you can see this bullish engulfing candle matches up with the volume bar down here, and it's rising. All right, slightly, but it's rising. This is above average volume here. You can see. That's 6 confirmations right there that we have, for this trade going in our favor. So this would have been a trade you would have been able to take comfortably, seeing all of that and seeing that the market was just running this day. So you could have got in these calls here and then rolled it very, very comfortably. And then I do have an example of a bull flag here. Got this off of the internet, right? So we can see here, you can see the nice run up, right? You want to see the rising volume into the flag, and then in the consolidation period, you see the declining volume, and then you want to see volume pick up again on the break of the flag, right? So very textbook. If I go back to the chart here, we can see that at open we have very strong volume, right? Nice strong volume bars down here, and then once we started consolidating, you can see the volume decline. We had declining volume here, and then right on the break we got the rising volume, and then volume picked up throughout the day. And this is just a very clean move. There was only one red candle, which was a hammer candle at that, during this push up. So this is a very high probability play. And again, I like to see bull flags off of like supports or key levels, right? I don't want to just see a bull flag and just take it just because it's a bull flag. A bull flag being off of VWAP or like a support retest or resistance retest or anything like that, it just confirms that it's holding to the upside for me. And I love to take it, right? So bull flags are continuation patterns, and you can see how it played out very nice. Strong initial push up, consolidation, right? Or or dip buy, you know what I'm saying, whatever you may call it, off of the VWAP pair, and then the continue run. So very textbook. Wanted to give y'all some value, so hopefully y'all can catch these in the future and make some money. And this happened on Friday, so those 0 DTE contracts would have returned crazy. Yeah, and again, I didn't catch this move here. We actually took the initial breakout here, so we caught these candles up here. But this was a very clean move looking back. Join our Discord for daily live trading, nightly live charting. We do recaps every night, going over all our plays. Yeah, so let's get it up top.